electronics again.
Or are you?
Actually, I'm terrible.
Our recording just stopped again.
Chris,
we're not hallucinating.
not
It
us.
happened.
It's not us.
Oh,
I just went
hey.
down. Hey!
I'm Amy.
I'm Whitney, and this is
On the Haunt.
We're so... High five. We're good at that. Sorry.
Is that stupid when we do that together? Tell us, please. Because otherwise we're going to keep doing it.
I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I
It's
feel-
just how in sync we are.
Yeah, and we're just looking at each other's eyes so
weird.
awkwardly. God.
So much light.
So much light. Hey, Amy, your birthday was a couple days ago. Because we know we're in the future. Happy birthday.
Future. We're in the past, but of the future.
Wow, time and space mean nothing
Back to
to
the
us.
future.
Back to the future. I'll have your present for you next time. Because we're recording this in the same night, if you couldn't tell. What's up with you guys?
Yeah, we got no haunted housekeeping because we just recorded the last episode. So what is this one? Number 43? Woo!
43. Oh my gosh, you all. Just trying to think if I'm like watching or anything cool that I want to recommend. Are you?
Chapel Wait.
Okay.
On Epix is really good. I highly recommend. I'm thoroughly enjoying the new season of American Horror Story. I know you're not into it, so that's okay. I'm just really
Good.
having a good time with it.
I'm reading a book right now called When the Stars Go Dark by Paula McLean. And it's really dark and about like missing kids, and it's really dark, but it's really good. So if you're into that, Anna, I know she is. Anyone else, I don't know. Great. Good times.
We got nothing going on in our lives.
We're lame.
We are.
It's a pandemic still.
It is.
I don't know. Okay.
We would like to hear from you guys though about for those of you who are OG listeners, remember that time we put out a Halloween episode and then we took it down because it couldn't be fixed.
And it was really culturally insensitive.
It really was, but unintentionally.
Yes.
But listening to it with fresh ears, we felt like we needed to take that down. But anywho, did you enjoy that? Because this year, Halloween falls on a Sunday, which is when we put them out. So should we go bigger? Should we go better? Should we just be normal?
Oh my gosh. I mean, we could put out 2 episodes. We could put out a normal one and a mini-sode.
Now listen, we could barely get out.
We could put out a prayer from
regular ones.
Tales from the Prayer Closet. That's what we called it.
Yes, that's what we called it.
Hey, maybe we just give the people what they want.
Yeah. Is that what you want? Or are you like, no, we do not need bonus content. We don't even want your regular content, you losers.
We're just making a podcast to then listen to it ourselves.
Pretty much. And
We're
buy our own
embarrassing. This is a whole new level of loser-dumb.
Whatever.
But I look and see how many people are downloading this, and it's shocking. So it's like, who is that?
You?
But then nobody reaches out to us or anything. So it's.
But you know what? How many people have you reached out to whose podcast you listen to? You know what I mean?
That's true. But I don't listen to a lot of podcasts where people literally beg for communication.
But even if they did, I don't know that I would.
No,
so
I know.
those of you who have, thank you.
And it's mostly people that we know. But that's fine. Okay.
Shall we? She's still reading off of her phone, so bear with her.
My hands, again, are very sweaty. Can I have
Where'd you go with it?
Thank you.
I just take it away from you because you were clicking it.
Yeah,
in the
I'm just
microphone.
a sweaty person. Anyway, that's cute.
It happens.
Tonight, I'm talking about the haunted chair.
Woo!
You're in it. Just kidding.
It's meowing like a cat.
That's the dumbest. I should have come up with a better name than that. The haunted chair. So,
Is it a toilet?
that would be the haunted throne.
Oh, that's right.
My source tonight is medium.com. And let me look at what else. That might be it. And that is all. Thank you, medium.com. I'm reading your article. It's wonderful. In a small village, far from the city crowd, precisely located in Yorkshire. Yorkshire?
Yorkshire?
I always want to say Yorkshire, but I know that's probably not
You're
right.
thinking of the Cheshire cat.
Yeah. And like Westminster. Or isn't there one where it's like Winchester? There's like
I'm
one.
trying to help you out. I have no
Dang it,
idea
there's
where
one
you're going.
in like My Favorite Murder where they're always like Gloucester. Anyway.
Cork.
What?
Cork.
Your face is like...
Well, I'm trying to
no, I know,
figure
but
out where you're going so I can help you.
I know. It's a look
like
of fear and pity.
Like I don't know what to do to help you. It's
totally
like I
fine.
see a friend in need.
It's totally fine. You can't help me. I'm unhelpable. Okay, so again, we're in North Yorkshire, England. There was a story about the chair of death. You've probably heard about this, though, once we get into it.
Like an electric chair?
No, like a wooden one.
Chair of death. Okay.
You would think electric chair. That would make sense. At first glance, a chair made of oak looks ordinary and harmless. However, who would have thought that the chairs on display in the corner of a museum with their hanging position did not touch the ground, so that visitors would not be able to sit in this death chair attacked by a 300-year curse made by the owner of the death chair. That's a really long run-on sentence. Yeah. So the chair is being hung on a wall so people won't sit on it.
So it's like suspended.
Yes, suspended. Mm-hmm. It turns out that this chair has a terrible story that might make the hairs on your neck stand up. The hairs of your neck? Nope. On.
Hello, I'm the hairs
of
your neck. It's like when you announce royalty as they come into the room. Next up, the nails of your toes.
It is like that. Have you watched The Prince yet? Anyway.
No.
It's so funny. Little George is so angry.
Like the hairs of my neck.
Is that what they say in England? They say some weird things. Anyway, like tea time is actually like a snack.
Yeah, but it's also like
tea. But
they also don't they like stop
everything and have tea time?
Yeah, for like hours a day or something. I don't know.
We don't know anything.
Can I have a tea time, please?
No, really. Okay, so we're talking about the Busby Stoop Inn. In 1702, Thomas Busby brutally murdered his father-in-law, as well as his partner in crime. The two frequently committed. What? Brutally murdered his father-in-law, as well as his partner in crime. Okay, I don't understand what that means. Do you?
Whoever that was, his partner.
The two, but then it says the partner. Oh, hold on. I'm not reading this right. I'm going to start over. In 1702, Thomas Busby brutally murdered his father-in-law as well as his partner in a crime the two frequently committed.
Okay.
So him and his father-in-law must have committed some crimes together, right? That's what I'm getting out of that.
The story, what were the crimes?
Yeah, we don't know. Just make it up in your mind.
Frequently.
Theft.
That's about all. That's it. That's all we got.
The story of Thomas Busby has become a belief for the people of North Yorkshire. When someone sits in Thomas Busby's favorite chair, that person will experience an accident, complete suicide, and even die of a dangerous disease. Several sources said that, I love that, whoever they are, said that when they were sitting in a cursed chair, or in the cursed chair, they heard the voice whispered by Busby before he was executed, saying, "May death come to anyone who dares to sit in my chair." God, calm down.
Chill out, Busby. It's just not like it's a lazy boy.
It's just
a wooden chair.
And why that chair? Okay.
Yeah, is it like a part of a set? Like a dining chair?
I mean, it looks like a dining chair.
I guess back in those days, all chairs were just wooden. They didn't...
I have a picture. No, I don't. Never mind. I'll show you later. Okay. Sorry, I'm now having to scroll back where I was. Starting in the late 1600s, a local man named Daniel Otti happily committed several crimes for the sake of his family's survival. Okay. Some of which were theft of jewelry and counterfeiting currency throughout the city. Wow, that's pretty advanced for the 1600s, I would think. What did money look like then? Wasn't it coins?
We have no idea. We've established this.
Yeah, I think it was just coins. Daniel has a daughter who he really loves. Elizabeth Otti. That's cute. Okay. Once upon a time... What is this? What is this article? Who's this? Medium. What are you doing?
Is it like... What's a show? Patricia Arquette? Did you write this? You can afford an editor in your life.
I think they're just meaning like, but it's so dumb to say once upon a time.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, Elizabeth fell in love and married a local man named Thomas Busby. Now we're back to him, who was also a partner in crimes committed by her father. What?
Very redundant.
Can they stop saying that? After counterfeiting the currency together, Daniel and Busby experienced disagreements about the distribution of rations that resulted in an argument.
Well, now we know what the crimes.
Finally.
Was. Yeah.
Counterfeiting currency, which again, I'm just like, how do you do that? No, I want that bread and cheese. I don't know what their rations are. When I think rations, I think
they were rationing out some of the counterfeited
Jewels. Yeah, probably.
coins for themselves.
Oh my God, yeah.
Now, I want 14 pounds. No, we
3
agreed to
pence.
10 pounds. What was that?
You're back in Kentucky. You were a Kentucky Brit. I enjoyed it.
When two worlds collide. That's a movie
When
waiting
to
to be
become
made.
one. I listened to that song the other day, that Spice Girls song, and I'm like, oh God, horrified.
Why did they try to go that route? Just stick
I know, and it's all of us.
Tell you what I want, what I
know,
really
it's
want.
all of us, like us preteens though, listening to that song. It's like, oh, I
at a school dance.
didn't know what that was about. Didn't click for me. So gross. It's gross now. I'm 34.
We still don't want two to become one.
No,
thank you.
My one will just stay one.
I just want to eat some potato chips and go to sleep. Thank you.
Exactly,
Goodbye.
you're right.
Goodbye.
Watch a show. Watch The Circle on Netflix, which is the dumbest show on television, but I love it.
Watching the Great British Baking Show.
Oh, I love that too.
I do too. It's
That
the
what's his
best.
name? The guy with the long hair, the
Noel.
host. Noel, I love him so
I do
much.
too.
I miss though the old host, or maybe it's the newest host. I don't like the other guy. There was a woman host with him, right?
Prue. Is that her name?
No,
Am I
she's
mixing it up?
she's a judge. Isn't she?
Oh. Am I getting...
There was another woman with him, I feel like.
There was an older woman.
Yeah, and she's
with
kind of
short grayish
yes,
hair as well.
And she was wonderful. I don't like this other guy though that's like just like he has too British of humor that I just like can't.
Yeah. Is Paul Hollywood's name really Paul Hollywood?
I know, right? He's a beautiful man.
His pretty eyes.
Yeah, he does. And the handshake thing, I'm just like, oh
Yeah.
God, they got a handshake!
Handshake.
And I'm just like, what a loser. It's so calming though, and everyone's
Yeah.
so nice.
They are. I
Like,
really
it's
do.
not-
They help each other out.
It's so not American. You know, we would be
It
like
is not
stabbing each
cutthroat.
other. So
Yeah,
like,
like
it's not
spitting in someone's batter.
right. Although Nailed It is also a wonderful baking
I
show.
haven't watched that one.
Oh, do it. It's
Well, it's that time of year the Halloween baking
okay.
championship's been on, so I've been
Okay.
on the
Well, when it's
kick with
over,
that,
you've
so-
got about 3 or
okay.
4 seasons, and Nicole Byer, the host of Nailed It, is a national treasure.
Okay.
She's hilarious, and it's meant to be funny because it's really bad. Anyway, do you watch Nailed It? Anyway. So, their rations. Back to the rations. Having not reached a joint decision, they ended the argument and returned to their respective homes. But the next day at night, Daniel visited the inn where Thomas Busby and Elizabeth lived. Many sources say that Daniel went there to take his daughter Elizabeth back to his home.
Oh.
Can she have a say?
Yeah.
God. What a time to
She's
be
like,
alive.
you're both a bunch of idiots.
I'm
I'm out of here. I'm going
going
out on my own.
I'm going to go watch the Great British Bake Off.
Yeah.
Many sources say that Daniel went there. I already said that. Another source said that Daniel only wanted to visit for the sake of visiting. Huh?
Well, that was your first mistake.
And he just goes like in the dead of night.
I never went to visit for the sake of anything.
Right, and it said he went at night. He's just in the middle of the night creeping around. I'm just here to visit. What are y'all
For the
doing?
sake of visiting. Like,
I just laughed while taking a drink. That was dangerous.
yes,
for you.
it was.
I'm very sorry. Okay, for the sake of visiting. Who would have thought? This is the dumbest written article. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Daniel's arrival at Busby's place would be the last day Daniel visited his daughter? Thomas Busby, who had just returned from a drunken party with his friends, saw his father-in-law Daniel sitting in his favorite chair. He's like, son of a He's in my chair.
Good.
He needed some Wellbutrin.
He needed some something.
Calm down.
Or a second chair. Was it the only chair in your house? Because
it's like in the...
Come on, Busby.
Yeah, and it's like it's literally a wooden chair. It's
no one
not
who has
that
a
great.
favorite chair.
Yeah, that's weird. Especially when it's not comfortable.
Yeah, it's wooden.
Yes, they're all the same.
Yeah.
With emotions still running high, coupled with a drunken state, Busby could not help but feel the anger that was inside him. He fought with Daniel. Pow, pow, pow! I don't know how to make fighting sounds. Elizabeth, who at that time was powerless to intervene. Ugh. So
Not
she
true.
just stayed silent and watched the fight. Well, she's probably just like, okay, let's let natural selection
She's probably
take
like,
over
well,
here.
one's drunk, the other one's just
Crazy.
Visiting for the sake of visiting. I don't even, whatever.
Just slip out, Elizabeth. Slip
Yes.
out. Take some of that counterfeit money and just
you
go
don't
live
need
your own
neither
life.
of these fools in your life.
No, your dad's an idiot, and so is your husband. Daniel, who at that time just realized that Busby was drunk, okay, really, suddenly ended the fight. Then he excused himself to go home. Excuse me.
I'm going to leave for the sake of leaving now.
So polite. But Thomas Busby, who was still under the influence of alcohol, because it was literally 1 minute later,
You can get sobered just like that.
became even angrier when he learned that Daniel had returned home, so he decided to follow Daniel to his house. Now remember, Daniel's his father-in-law. This is like extreme. Just like, let it go. He sat in your chair. Get over it. When he arrived at Daniel's house, he attacked him with the hammer he was carrying and hit him on the head until Daniel lay lifeless with blood all around his body. That's terrible. When Daniel was found dead, Thomas Busby became the prime suspect. Well, yeah.
Obviously.
Everyone knew.
Everyone saw him running down the road with a hammer. So,
Oh, my God.
drunk.
Right.
So he was probably
shouting,
like,
I'm going to kill Daniel.
Exactly. With this hammer.
Right. Not very secretive. So he became the prime suspect and he was trialed for murder. I've never heard it said that way. Moments before being executed, Thomas Busby had asked for time to say his last wish. He went to his inn, visited his chair.
I could have asked for some chicken strips, Busby.
Yeah, from DQ.
Yeah, that's your final wish?
So he visited his chair, and he pronounced a curse on whoever sat in the chair would die horribly.
What is that show?
Are you a witch?
Where people are like in love with stuff like
My Strange Addiction?
yeah. See, maybe that's what
I saw the
maybe
one
we
where
should
the
have been
woman
on there.
has sexual feelings for her car.
Yes.
What?
So weird.
I mean, okay, what do you do with that? Just start
She
humping
did
your
some-
car.
I mean, she was doing some stuff. I don't know,
Gross.
but ew.
Oh my God. Get help.
Busby.
I will judge you for that fetish. Whatever. That's just
Yeah.
not, no.
It's a chair. Anywhere you go with that
Yes.
is gonna hurt.
Thomas Busby would have been on that show, My Strange Addiction, with his
100%
chair.
With his chair, yes.
So moments before being executed, I already said that, the innkeeper who lives in by Thomas Busby, who lives there, and his wife immediately used Busby's story to attract customers. Come one, come all, come see the cursed chair. Okay, he keeps the chair and moves it into the room and invited people to come and see it. Okay, great. So he was hanged. Why do they say hanged instead of hung?
I don't know.
That's confusing. What? What do you mean,
You say
well?
someone's tongue, not
What?
nothing.
Oh, I'm so dumb. But if you know what I mean? Like, why would you say? Anyway, you know what I mean. So moving on to the cursing.
Okay.
And this.
Are we though? Really?
Here we go. We're about 3/4 of the way through my story. So according to the testimony of residents, anyone and everyone who sat in Busby's chair would soon die. Sorry, I feel like a burp is coming. I'm drinking some Sundrop. Many soldiers during World War II who sat in his chair did not return safely. Well, that was pretty common. And residents speculated that they received the curse of Busby's chair. The stories of people who died after sitting in this chair are numerous, and the details of their death vary widely. Among them, a chimney sweep in 1894, who, after drinking at the inn's bar, then decided to sit in Busby's chair, was found dead the next day. Oh, hanging from the front post of the inn. That's sad. His death was considered a suicide because he felt depressed, But how do they know that? But some of the residents thought that it was the curse. There are more. It says there are more. An apprentice worker at the Busby Stoop Inn has challenged his co-workers to sit in the cursed chair. Ugh. Men. His chair accepted... Oh, no, the chair didn't accept the challenge.
Yes! You may. No, you may not.
His friend accepted the challenge and sat in the chair. On the chair. In the afternoon, he was found dead near the inn due to a mysterious accident. That's pretty suspicious. The same incident also came from two young airmen who spent the night sitting and relaxing while chatting with each other. Initially, they were hesitant to use the chair as their seat, because they were desperate and wanted to try with Busby's curse, they both ended up using Busby's chair to sit.
They like sitting on one of them sitting on the other one's lap? I don't understand.
Come on, let's try out this chair. Wink, wink. We're some airmen. Okay. Oh, they were both found dead in a car accident on their way back to their air base.
Oh, well, that's
shouldn't have sat in the chair.
Unfortunate.
In the 1970s, the owner of the inn, it's okay, that has been passed down from generation to generation, Tony Earnshaw, was bored with death, being shaken up by...
What? Born with death?
Bored? Wait, Tony was bored with...
Is that like bored to death?
I don't know. I'm just reading what this says. Was bored with death being shaken up by Busby's curse. He finally moved the chair to the basement to avoid people to sit on the cursed chair. Okay. Anywho. So he was like, dude, I'm sick of everyone sitting in this chair and dying. I'm moving it to the basement.
I don't know, but this gal needs... I hope she continued her schooling after.
That was not this article. That was the last one. This is Medium. This is Patricia Arquette.
Right. Patricia. Come
on. However, there was still an incident that happened. Oh my gosh. A delivery driver who delivered goods to the inn's basement. Come on. The driver didn't know anything about the seat, and so he just was tired and sat down. He's like the Schwann's
relatable.
Man. He's the Schwann's Man.
I feel that.
Poor guy.
My back hurts. I just keep carrying all these boxes.
That's so sad. After feeling well rested, he continued on his way.
How long was he there?
He took a nap.
It's 3 hours later.
And how do they
all
know?
the ice cream is melted in my trunk.
Oh, I just saw a Schwann's Man today, and I was like, oh, still a thing.
Yeah. It brings back memories.
It does. So after feeling well rested, he continued on his way and died in a car accident less than a few hours later. That's sad. So Tony, again, the guy who was bored with death, decided to donate the chair to a local museum and asked that it be placed in a place where people couldn't sit on it. The local museum that received the seat is the Thirsk Museum, which is located in a fairly ancient building. Okay. The museum took the chair and put it in a hanging position so that no one else could sit on it. They also labeled the story of the chair and the stories of the victims who had lost their lives for sitting in the chair, and also posted a warning not to touch the chair to maintain their safety. The Busby chair has been researched by a furniture expert, Dr. Adam Bowitt.
Antique Roadshow.
I know. And he concluded that the Busby chair in the museum was made around 1840, 138 years after Busby was executed, based on the wooden structure used. Okay, Dr. Adam, are you sure? Although the chair on display at the museum was not the original chair that was cursed by Busby. What? The story of the chair had become a public concern. What? Okay, well, that's really weird. Okay, so... Okay, so as I was doing some research, then I came across this change.org petition, okay? To put the chair in a bonfire. Okay?
Oh, I don't know, though. You're not supposed to burn things that...
The petition so far had 42 supporters. It's a petition to the UK Parliament.
Oh, hey.
Take it to the top. So Will Moffat made this petition. It says, petition... Busby's stoop chair, or the dead man's chair, is an allegedly haunted oak chair that it was cursed by the murderer Thomas Busby before his execution by hanging in 1702 in North Yorkshire in the United Kingdom. The chair has reportedly killed 7 people over the years by the curse. I want you to burn in a bonfire because it's an evil piece of needs to be destroyed.
What?
It is currently on display at Thirsk Museum. I want it to be removed and burned in the he keeps saying bond fire, so that the ghost can go free from hunting people. Also, the body of James Busby, who cruised the object, let's just say cursed, must be dug up and cremated as well, so that the cruise will go away.
Did no one proofread
your petition? This is a petition to the UK Parliament on change.org.
Which I imagine, like, Mock Dobby is on. That's a Bridget Jones reference.
Oh, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
What was his name? Was that his name? Mock?
I've seen that movie, but it's been a while.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so that's my story. My throat hurts.
That was a wild ride.
My throat hurts from corn maze
trying to correct all their errors. All right, so
it wasn't easy.
I'm
on
a weird cryptid kick here lately. I did the whatever Goatman a couple weeks ago. So today I'm going to do the Dogman of Michigan.
Okay.
And I got stuff from skeptoid.com, huffpost.com, and michiganradio.org. And then I don't even know what I used and didn't use, because I think it was similar to my last one where I had like multiple. Oh no, I'm like crossing stuff out. Look at me.
You.
So here we go.
My gosh.
Yeah, I don't even know. In the counties of northern Michigan, folks tell tales of a strange creature stalking the night.
Can I just say real quick, Michigan is a very beautiful state. Mandy and Chris went there not that long ago on a vacation, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, their water is really beautiful.
So, way to go, Michigan.
Yes.
Except for this Dogman.
Except for Dogman. At first, most of the people who encounter him think it's just a large black dog. But then it rears up on its hind legs and reveals its true nature.
So which part? Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a 7 foot tall. And I wrote, who's confusing that with a dog?
On its hind legs.
Bipedal monstrosity. With the head of a canine, surprisingly blue eyes, and the torso of a man. So
wait, what? The torso of a man.
Paul Hollywood. So it's you.
That's beautiful
surprisingly
eyes.
Blue
okay,
eyes.
say that again. The head of a dog.
Head of a canine.
Okay.
Surprisingly blue eyes.
Okay.
And the torso of a man.
What about the legs?
I don't know.
Okay.
maybe they think men and dogs have similar legs. I don't know.
I mean, I could sort of see that.
It lets out an unearthly howl that sounds almost like a human scream.
Oh.
This creature, called the Michigan Dogman, was virtually unknown to the modern world before the last part of the 20th century, though it is said to have been stalking the woods around the Manistee River.
Yep.
That's probably wrong. Since the days when I'm going to screw this up, Ottawa tribes lived there. In recent years, the Dogman has also become a creature of legitimate note and study in the cryptozoology community. Our people again. Even warranting an entire episode of Monster Quest. What? Yes. I should have read this and I could have watched that.
We should have read our articles.
Story. So, the story of the Dogman begins in Traverse City, Michigan in 1987.
Ah, the year I was born.
I don't know. Probably Traverse, like a Chevy.
Yes.
When radio producer Steve Cook wrote and recorded a song called The Legend.
What?
All these people writing songs about cryptids.
I know.
It's great.
What the heck?
In this song, he spins the tale of the Dogmen, supernatural canine human hybrids, which appear every 10 years to stalk the residents of northern Michigan. The song tells of the happenings as a group of lumberjacks chasing what they thought was a dog only had it stand upright and scare them off. Horses found dead of fright with the dog tracks nearby. So horses just die because they're scared.
And they just fall over dead.
Sorry, that's too much for me.
That'd probably happen to me, though, really, if I saw a dog, man.
And a group of hippies in a van being confronted by a grinning dog face in the window.
Oh my god, yeah.
The legend ends on an ominous... I guess this is from the song.
Oh.
So far this spring no stores have appeared. Have the dogmen gone away? Have they disappeared? I don't know what this song is.
I don't either. It's great.
Soon enough, I guess we'll know, because summer is almost here. And in this decade called the 80s, the 7th is here.
What?
I don't know. And somewhere up in the Northwoods darkness, a creature walks upright. And the best advice you may ever get is don't go out at night.
That's just good advice in general.
Yes. So Cook was a collector of local folklore, and he used bits and pieces from the stories and tales he was familiar with to flesh out the song.
Okay, well, that makes
write
sense.
the song. The 10-year cycle of the Dogman, which just happened to coincide with the 1987. The year the song was written was clearly derived from similar recurring cycles in legends and lore. Canine monsters stalking the woods at night were also common in folk tales, though Cook chose to make his creature a dog and not the more traditional wolf, so as to keep the creature spooky but not malevolent.
Okay.
A 7-foot dog with a man's torso is horrific.
And unknown legs.
Yes. So the Dogman in his song never maims or kills anyone.
Well,
Instead,
nice.
it just frightens its victims. So, whatever. Shut up, Cook. So, since that spring, the Dogman has increasingly, though, shown up in books, websites, television programs about cryptids, and not just a fictional legend, but as a real beast. People relate tales of Dogman sightings, sometimes with photos taken during their encounters. Canine tracks deemed unusually large, or spaced too evenly.
Oh,
Maybe
gosh.
you just have a dog who's really you ever watch the Westminster Dog Show? Like they are trained to walk.
They can
real
look
well.
at a variety of ways.
Yeah, I've never understood that they like lift their tails and look at their butts or something. I don't understand that dog
I
show.
really don't at all.
So anyways, people like take plaster casts and whatnot of that. So
Okay.
researchers have dug into newspaper reports, history books, local folklore, anything they can find that even remotely connects the beast to the beast to prove that Dogman predates the song. And they've cobbled together some stories that go back centuries. The Dogman even has its own expert in the form of Linda Godfrey.
Linda.
Who's not only written books about the Dogman of Beasts of Bray Road, which is a similar monster legend from Wisconsin, but also acts as a go-to source on the Dogman for the likes of Monster Quest and Coast to Coast AM.
Oh.
All right, Linda, putting it out there.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do people get these jobs?
Yes.
We need
Yeah,
to
I
become
don't
an
know.
expert in something.
So, is the Dogman real or a hoax? And how does the legend play into it all? There are two ways to read the Dogman's rise from an April Fool's joke to a serious cryptid. Okay, what are those two ways? First, one could read as a cosmic coincidence. Cook just happened to write a song that unknowingly matched the descriptions and habits of an actual cryptid running in the woods in northern Michigan for over a century.
Possible?
But doubtful. The other possibility is that his song served as a catalyst for the mass invention of a belief. In short, there had always been campfire stories and tall tales of strange monsters in the woods at night. Scattered, unrelated, none of them true, but until Cook wrote a song, any individual... Who cares about a stupid song? Come on.
Well, they're saying
like
it's
stories,
like
though.
they're saying it's like the Slender Man.
Yeah, I get it, but no, they're like actual first-hand accounts.
Yeah.
So this article sucks. I'm gonna move along.
La, da, da,
Do-do.
Doobie-doo.
So,
Whoa. Almost knocked
in
us
the
over.
25 years since they first broadcast Cook's song,
Ew.
the actual person
Or
I'm gonna
that-
say,
or
is
that
it the
radio station?
or is it Cook? Anyway, something has received 500 reports of Dogman encounters.
That's crazy.
Of those, he believes about 100 seem plausible and credible and just a little too weird to explain away. One of the more memorable accounts involved a 13-year-old girl who'd never heard of the Dogman.
Oh.
The girl's name is Courtney,
Oh.
and she was sneaking a smoke behind her family's house near
Courtney.
Reed City, Michigan in the winter of 1993 when she noticed a glint of light coming through the planks of an abandoned barn.
What?
After watching for a few minutes, she realized a 6-foot-tall creature with the head of a dog was staring at her.
What was the light?
I guess it's eyes. She was catching like the glint of
Gross.
his eyes. So she ran away, obviously terrified. And later she spoke with a neighbor who also claimed to have seen something in the abandoned barn that they described as a buffalo-sized dog.
What?
Eek!
That's way bigger than
Yes.
what they're making it seem like, right?
Very. A buffalo. I don't know how big a buffalo is.
I've never seen one in real life.
More recently, Cook received an email from a Fowlerville fireman who claims he saw a gorilla-shaped creature with a canine head.
What?
That's too many
terrifying.
animals in one. Raced over 100 feet into a wooded area in a period of 3 or 4 seconds.
What?
That's really fast.
These are aliens.
Yeah. Then we talk about Linda some more. She's whatever. Get over yourself, Linda. You're just promoting your book.
I mean, just trying to hustle, you know?
Yeah, for real.
Linda, you do you. You do you, Linda.
All right. These are lame. I'm going to my handwritten notes.
Okay.
So.
She's pulling out her composition notebook.
I am. Okay, because one of these is that it was Courtney they told about.
Okay,
Clearly,
awesome.
I did not read my own article, so I want to make sure I don't repeat that. So let's go to fall of 1986, shall we?
Let's go.
Oh, and I got these on ranker.com.
Okay.
Near Manistee, Michigan, Ray Greenway was driving home late at night, and something in a field caught his attention. He thought it was a deer. His headlights were reflecting off the eyes, but he knew it was too tall to be a deer. He said all of a sudden the creature starts running towards him and jumps all the way across both lanes of the road.
What?
He said it had yellow eyes and was looking right at him the whole time. I guess that's
awkward eye contact.
Like, look at me! Are you seeing me? Jump two lanes of the highway?
I'm a dog gorilla.
Yes.
No, that's not okay.
Okay, so one person, I don't know who this person is, says that it was stalking up the hill behind their house in the fall of 2001.
Ugh.
This person and their stepdaughter were looking out the French doors. I don't know why that's important. You say the windows. And saw a creature. It was black in color, like a big bear, with the haunches and head of a wolf.
What?
That was the only visual sighting in Cass County, Michigan. But the owner of that house says that they still hear it splashing around in the 20-acre swamp at night.
What?
Just like splash, like out there with just like rubber duckies. And what is it doing?
Ew. There's swamps in Michigan?
I don't know, I guess.
I mean, I don't know.
And they hear it shrieking, which they describe as the scream of an infant, loud and hysterical.
Oh my God.
Which is accurate.
I don't like that.
Oh,
yeah,
this one was interesting because I sat and listened to, there was a recording of an OnStar call. So, you know, like on your vehicle.
Yeah.
So this one happened in Troy, Michigan in 2006. So there's audio of this guy. And on it, he's calling OnStar. And he's like, hey, something ran in front of my car. We swerved to miss it. We're in a ditch. We rolled the car several times.
Oh, my God.
And the OnStar guy was like, well, was it a deer? And the guy's like, no, it looked like a big dog. But it was running on 2 legs.
Oh, my God.
And the OnStar guy says, well, was it a bear? And he says, well, maybe, but I don't think so. It looked like a giant dog, but running on 2 legs. And then you hear like something growling and the guy and his passenger screaming. And then the OnStar call goes dead.
Oh, and where is he? He's Alex.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know like what happened.
Alex,
with
where
that.
are you?
Because the OnStar guy told him, okay, you know, emergency responders are en route. They'll be there in a couple minutes.
Too late.
So I don't know.
He's
I don't
dead.
know what happened.
Oh my God.
So then let's go way back to 1938.
Okay.
And there's 17-year-old Robert Whitney.
Okay.
He was just standing near some river. I can't pronounce it.
We don't care.
In Paris, Michigan.
Okay.
When a massive black dog approached him. He said he waited 49 years before telling anyone his story because he was so worried no one would believe him.
Well.
But he swears it stood up on its hind legs and stared him down with piercing blue eyes. He fired his gun at it and it took off running. When describing the incident, Fortney said, "It may be that I was just scared, but I swear that dog was smiling at me," which is so creepy.
Smiling
when you
dog?
think of like the dogs on like smiling dogs on like even those are creepy and they're meant to be funny. So you've
like
got
on
like
Instagram.
This,
yes.
So you've got like this 7-foot dog standing up.
That ain't right.
And it's like no. So then in May of 2006 in Lansing, Michigan,
We're good.
Ron, that's all I know. His name is
Raditz.
Ron is driving down an isolated road and he saw something. So he slowed down thinking it might be a deer. And he didn't want to hit a deer, obviously. And all of a sudden, a human-like hand, except much larger than a normal man's hand, reached over the edge of the hill.
What?
And a huge silhouette came into view. He said a massive man with a wolf-like face. It just sat there and looked across the field on the other side of the road, and then it just calmly turned its head and looked right at me. Which is so creepy and so gross. Now I want to go to this Reddit thread. It's like this, this guy posts his little drawing of his Michigan dog.
Oh my gosh, that's frightening.
It says, thank you everyone who liked my past post. Thank you.
Reddit is
I don't know
truly
what that
a treasure.
Was, but so that's his drawing of the dog man. So someone says, Dixon Wolf says, my favorite cryptid, so underrated. My dad owns a place in Luther, Michigan that's just down the road a ways from the cabin that was supposedly attacked in 87. I get the chills every time I go out in the woods in the dark hunting season because I can never stop thinking about it. And then Mildly Dysfunctional says, wow, that's cool and scary. I think I might have been chased by one on a run for a little bit. But it was probably just an extremely big and loud dog because I don't know if they live in Texas. No, this is all about Michigan.
Yeah, that was a dog.
Oh, then Lel Big Boss.
Lil Big Boss?
L-E-L. I don't know. Lel.
Weird.
It says there's been some Dogman sightings in Texas. A few of them sound pretty genuine. And Mildly Dysfunctional gets back on there and says, well, F. Do you know if any were just within 100 miles of Garner State Park? Just curious. Within 100 miles.
Oh, wow.
And Lil Big Boss says, there was one in Fredericksburg, yes. And then Mildly Dysfunctional.
Take this offline.
F. So I was right to always bring a spear and a knife with me when I sit on the back porch at night.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when they go on a run.
I did too. I'm like, what?
He's got a spear on his run.
And then Lel Big Boss comes back on and says, then I'd suggest you upgrade to at least a halberd.
What is that?
I have no idea. Set you up a trail cam or door camera. It'll avoid your house like the plague.
Because it knows what a Nest cam is?
There's a reason old guys sit on the porch with a shotgun. And whatever it is, it was enough to sit on the porch with a shotgun. What? 12-gauge hollow point slugs will put down anything that moves. It doesn't matter if it's a polar bear or a damn dinosaur.
What are you talking about?
Little Big Boss.
Dinosaurs?
You never even
shot a
left
gun.
your house.
That's right. Left your mom's basement.
Okay. So Mildly Dysfunctional is about, oh my God.
They need to take this
talking.
offline.
He's like, I sadly do not own an official gun.
What?
We're in the process of getting one. What's
did
an
you print
unofficial
one?
gun?
3D print one?
But I do trust my spear to at least blind the creature with the light I have strapped onto it.
What?
And possibly injure it slightly.
What? Like a flashlight?
You're going to just blind him with your light.
And,
and
he basically has a flashlight taped to a stick.
Giving me time to run inside and grab my potato cannon.
What?
You people are dorks.
Yeah, they definitely.
It's fairly accurate. It can punch 8 inches into damp, compact dirt. So that's what you practice on dirt.
Damp, compact dirt. 8 inches, though. That is impressive.
I have at least 3 backup scenarios for if large humanoid monsters break into the house.
Oh my God. This is
shut up.
alarming
I'm getting off of these two.
that these people live in the world. These are not our people.
And then Right Preference says, interesting. I've tried not being interested in the paranormal, but the subject interests me. And then here comes little big boss back. Get a life.
That other guy just needs to accept that he likes the paranormal.
It's better to avoid it. I was doing a lot of research on crawlers, and I ended up seeing one.
What's a crawler?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, God.
We need to look into that, Amy.
Then some pancakes for me. Yes, that's what
that would be my username.
Just as good as the last. Your interpretations are so cool to see. Keep up the great work.
Oh.
Just as this is Shakespeare bot. Was that really a bot?
Yeah, they
Okay,
yes.
so I'm not going to read Shakespeare's
No, that's actually a bot.
Then Jimmy the Great Bob
What?
says, whenever I hear Dogman, I immediately think of Peter Kane dog training.
What?
Little Big Boss is back.
God.
I think of a shaggy dog.
What?
And then Kickster says, nice. And Right Preference says, thank you. And then Right Preference says, badass. LOL.
What are they responding to?
I have no idea. Who did, is he the one that put up the drawing? I'm so confused.
Oh, they're just saying, okay, I'm with you now. But,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm going to stop now.
These people are
That
wonderful,
story
though.
was lame.
No, it wasn't.
Whatever. There could be a dog man, though.
Yes, there could.
Maybe I should have brought one of my other articles about him. Maybe
we don't know. We don't know what's out there.
No, we don't.
Exactly.
There could be a 7-foot-tall dog with a man's torso.
Yeah.
Or it could just be like a really hairy guy.
Yeah, really ugly, hairy guy.
Nothing.
We don't know. Okay, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks.
Like us on socials. Share. Buy some merch.
Do all that good stuff.
If you want or whatever.
It's fine. We're just done begging. At this point, she's like, just do it. Please.
You're getting so mean. Sorry, it's like 7:53.
I'm so exhausted.
Way past Amy's bedtime.
It's still the same day as the last time we recorded, so we're still recuperating from the corn maze, okay?
And Amy goes to bed at 5.
I do. I've been up since 3 a.m. Cut me some slack.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. What time do you really
by
go to
my
bed?
own doing. But...
Do you go to bed at 5 p.m., really?
No.
6?
Usually by like 7:30.
Oh, yeah, same.
I'm not going to lie.
No, well, I mean, I'm falling asleep putting my kids to bed. Anyway, nobody cares. Bye!
Okay, bye.